Asgardians and Amazonians. Okay, so obviously not exactly my normal introduction to Rev, but decided to go a little off topic today for motorcycles and wanted to talk to you about something important. Obviously, once again, a woman cleaning up after men, and very Justice League-esque, but still. I did not like that they basically turned that movie into the prequel Justice League movie instead of what we all hoped it would be, which was Batman fighting Superman in badass battles without any other help or any other beings or anything like that. I mean, we wanted what we wanted, and we didn't get it. Wonder Woman turned out phenomenal. That got wonderful ratings. And go figure, Wonder Woman, wonderful. That's kind of besides the point at this stage of the game, because now we have the Thor Ragnarok movie coming out soon. That's actually going to come out 2 days before my wedding, which I cannot wait for my wedding. And the second thing that I cannot wait for is the Thor Ragnarok movie. The wedding is just like at the top of the list and always will be and always has been. Like, that's just an awesome... So Thor versus Justice League. Thor Ragnarok, I should say, because there's now going to be 3 Thor movies. And the first 2 have been absolutely wonderful. This is the first Justice League movie, technically second, if you want to be an asshole like I am. It's the second Justice League movie, in my opinion. And they're just adding 3 new people to the cast. That's all. They're not going to introduce them like they did Wonder Woman or Batman or Superman. They're just going to kind of put them on the team. And Batman's just going to kind of bring them together in the course of a movie. Something that took Tony Stark. Let's see, Iron Man came out in 2008. Then you had Captain America, Iron Man 2, Thor, Hulk. You had 4 movies before Avengers with different characters in each. All of them had been introduced. Iron Man 2 introduced Natasha Romanoff, and Thor introduced Hawkeye a little bit. Like, come on, guys. DC, you got to start doing this stuff right. Back to Thor Ragnarok versus the new Justice League is Justice League. Wow, Justice League. Wow. Alrighty then. Thor Ragnarok versus Justice League. What are the benefits? What are the pros, cons? Like, what have I seen that I really like? What have I seen that I don't quite like? And which one do I think is going to be better? Okay. Let's start there first, and then I'll tell you why. Now, I grew up in the generation that got more of like the graphic novels, the more new comic books. We never really saw like the old school, really awesome, nitty-gritty comic books. And that kind of sucks for us, but at the same time, like, the newest ones that have been coming out are amazing just as much. Like, there's new storylines, there's new stuff going on. It might not all be as like it was in the past, but hey, it's never going to be exactly the same. You can't ask for that. It won't happen. Just being honest. And I'm going to go over I'm doing Wonder Woman again. I'm going to go over Justice League's trailer first. And here's my biggest fault with Justice League. The Flash sucks. I do not like who he is. I do not like the actor in that position. I do not like the fact that they changed actors when Grant Gustin has been working for them for 3 years. He's going on his 4th season now. and they have not had any major issues. I mean, he fought Reverse Flash, he fought Zoom, and he fought Savitar. And this new Flash doesn't even know what to do in a battle? Like, come on.
It's really cool. You guys seem ready to do battle and stuff, but I've never done battle. I've just pushed some people and run away.
You're setting yourself up for failure when you're admitting that this new Flash has not been properly introduced to the audience. Like, come on, guys. DC, you need to get it together. This DC universe will not work out if Wonder Woman is your only good movie out of Batman vs. Superman, Man of Steel, Justice League, Suicide Squad, and who knows what's coming in the future. I know we're getting a Flash movie soon. I haven't seen if we're getting an Aquaman or a Cyborg movie. I hope we do. I think that would be really awesome. But I really don't like the DC's introducing 3 new characters in one movie. And based off the trailer, Aquaman is killing it, Cyborg is killing it, and Wonder Woman is killing it. I'm not quite sure about Batman. Once again, it's the second movie where we're going to see Ben Affleck as Batman. Did not like him in the first one. And you know what? In all honesty, I'm really not Ben Affleck. Why? Never mind. We're going to see him as Batman again. And I didn't like him in the first one. I didn't think that he fit that part very well. Maybe you guys did, and I'm just insane, but who knows? I mean, I did not think that he was a good Batman. I'm really curious to see who Alfred is talking to at the end. And you know what? Maybe DC is playing this very long game. Maybe they are, and this is all part of one big storyline that's going to add up in the end and be really awesome. And you know what? I really hope and pray that that's the case. Because that's pretty much the only way they can play it right now and have it turn out really well. The Rock. Pros and cons of that one. What do I like? What do I dislike? You know, what's going on with that movie? Personally, I love the concept. I think just based off what I've heard about the comics and the storyline with them, it is going to be an absolutely phenomenal movie. I think Thor's haircut looks ridiculous. I mean, just putting that out there. I think that's the one fault I have. But I love in the first one, I love the comedy factor that Marvel throws into their movies. And I think that's why Marvel does so much better at the box office and does so much better connecting to their audience. It's because they have that awesome ability to make people laugh while still having great action. And I don't know how Kevin Feige does it, but he nails it. Every single time he goes about doing it, he really does nail it. It is really an awesome spectacle to behold. I think that's what it's kind of coming down to right now, is that Marvel Studios is just nailing their content. They are truly taking it to the next level while still putting it out there for everyone to see in a way that makes people enjoy it. Because that's what Marvel's known for. I mean, look, Spider-Man and Deadpool have a bromance. Like, come on. I'm not a huge DC fan, but I don't know of any DC characters that have the relationship and the bromance that you see in Deadpool and Spider-Man comics. The one that he did mention and that my fiance does love reading is the Harley and Poison Ivy like relationship that goes on and their kind of stuff. But I mean, there's nothing like a bromance. But Marvel has really thrown in some really awesome characters into this new one too, and they've made it really like dark while still keeping that light, airy while still keeping that light and airy like feel about the movie. I mean, Thor and Hulk fight, and after the fight's over, Mark Ruffalo and Chris Hemsworth are joking around about it. Thor and Hulk are joking around about it, and they're like, who won? And Thor's like, I did. Like, we all know who won that. Like, obviously we didn't see the full action sequence, but like, we've seen you guys fight, what, 3 times now? Avengers, Age of Ultron, and now in Ragnarok. Like, we've seen you guys fight. It always comes out like almost a tie. And for both of you to make it out on top and not die, not be killed, I think that just kind of speaks to like how awesome this movie's gonna be, because that means that something really badass happens during that fight scene. Like, you know the characters. You have Hulk, who is Smash, as well as like off the chart genius, and then you have Captain America, who's been under for 70 years in a block of ice, and then you have Thor, who has pretty much never been to Earth for any reason except for in his own movie. And I mean, you can't learn our mannerisms and stuff like that in that amount of time. So I mean, there's a lot to happen in this movie. It's going to be really interesting how they play with those ideas that happens in Ragnarok. Like, Thor says it perfectly, I know him from work. So, I mean, that's just really the awesome part about all of this. And I think the best part that's going to happen in this is that they're bringing Loki back again. I think it's really going to be interesting to see how that dynamic is going to play out after the events that happened in earlier movies. Like what side he's going to be on and everything. I think it's just going to be a really awesome movie. So this is your friendly neighborhood motovlogger saying, if you want my advice, go watch Thor Ragnarok. That's my opinion. I think that's your best bet. I think that's going to get you your money's worth.
Yeah, I need friends.
Great.